Well, hello there, and welcome to yet another Amonkhet intermediate draft with myself, David Whitelaw. Let's have a look at our first pick. Let's make sure we're recording, which we are. Okay, what picks do we have here? We have something like Takrop Elite. We have Vizier of Tumbling Sands, which is a card I very much like. We have Labyrinth Guardian, which is very good, but none of these cards compare to the Might of the Glyph Keeper, which is absolutely the card we're taking here. Very, very, very good blue bomb, and we will windmill slam that here without any question. Easy pick. It's nice when we have an easy pick, first pick. Let's see what we have second pick. We have some options. If we want to stay in colour, we have both Lay Claim and Cartouche of Knowledge. We have Bone Picker, which is a card I'm very keen on, and probably the pick here. Also have a look at the likes of Impeccable Timing, which is fine, but I think Bone Picker is the best card here. Probably by some, well, I mean, Lay Claim I'm absolutely fine with, Cartouche of Knowledge is good, but probably below the power level of both the Bone Picker and the Lay Claim. I think we'll take Bone Picker here and see where we end up. Okay. Well, we could take the Shadowstorm Vizier is absolutely fine. I think Cartouche of Strength is better. But taking this early Shadowstorm Vizier, I think this pick's close. It's a very good 2-drop. Yeah, I think I'm okay with taking the Vizier. I'm slightly disappointed that we're passing the Cartouche of Strength, but I think this is a good first 3 picks. Very happy with these first 3 picks. So I think staying on colour. Wouldn't normally take a gold card quite so quickly because it does kind of cement us into blue-black. Doesn't leave us quite as open as something like the Cartouche would, but then there's a potential that one of those 3 cards we wouldn't be playing. But now I'm very much regretting the fact that we didn't take the Cartouche, because, but then we'd be losing Glyph Keeper, which isn't something I'm particularly keen on doing as well. I think I'm okay with just staying blue-black, especially when we have good options here in blue and black. We have both the Trial of Knowledge and the Cursed Minotaur. I'm going to take Trial of Knowledge here. It's a card I'm very keen on. Disappointing passing Decimator Beetle, but I think we should try and stay the course. Soul Stinger wouldn't have been a terrible pick either. Okay, and again we have plenty of options, but I think it's important, especially in this blue-black deck, you really are short on 2-drops, so I think taking something like Takrop Skirmisher is fine. And then we get the Splendid Agony, which is a card I'm always happy to have in my deck. Less options this time round, but we have another removal spell, sort of pseudo removal spell in Illusory Wrappings. This is shaping up fine so far. Absolutely happy with this. Very different deck to the last deck we played. We rode that white-red deck to a 3-0 record in the last draft we did. This is looking like it's going to be a very different deck. We probably want to look at getting some cyclers for the Shadowstorm Vizier. It's not a super priority. I mean, the card is absolutely fine in and of itself. Very happy with this so far, though. Well, we have options here. Looks like we're in the right colours, which is good news. Yes, this Scatter's a card I'm very keen on. Shimmerscale Drake cycles for the Shadowstorm Vizier is also just a very good card in and of itself. And we also have the removal spell in Splendid Agony, which I think might be the pick here. I think these are all. I think this is a very, very close pick all round. I think I'm going to take the removal spell. I think it's close, but I think taking the removal spell is just better here. The Vizier cycled, which is something I'm very happy to see. This is also pseudo acceleration, obviously, so I'm very happy to take the Vizier here. Nothing for us this time round. I'll just take the uncommon. Double Splendid Agony, Illusionary Wrappings. It might be that we cut the Illusionary Wrappings. It's a card I like, but you know, if we have enough removal elsewhere, you know, it's probably the first removal spell you want to cut. Crabble. We'll be playing the black-green deck. This is a fantastic card, so I'm kind of surprised nobody's running this. We may end up running Crabble. We have no creatures in 3-drops. Oh no, we've got the Vizier, I suppose. But yeah, we'll take Crabble. May or may not run it. Winds of Rebuke's an absolutely fine combat trick. Or trick generally, you know, for bouncing off a cartouche or something like that. Supernatural Stamina, also an absolutely fine combat trick. I definitely feel like we're in the right colours here, so that's good news. I think, you know, we had a couple of questionable picks there early on, and we decided to stay the course and stay blue-black, and I think it's worked out for us, which is nice. But this pack's very, very bad for us. Very bad indeed. Which is incredibly disappointing. We've got very few options here. I mean, I guess we'll take a Floodwaters. We already have a Supernatural Stamina, and those are the only 2 cards in our colour. We're not really interested in Pyramid of the Pantheon. We could take Evolving Wilds, but I think, yeah, we'll take Floodwaters and stay the course. Very disappointing. Another Decimator Beetle, which we would love to have. Another poor pack, actually. Another pretty poor pack for us. Guess we could take the Wandering Death. Just try and be a bit more controlly and grindy. 2-drops are very important in this format. Maybe just Doom Descenter is just better, just to have the other 2-drop. Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, we have the Fetid Pools, which is in our colours. I think something like Soul Slinger might be better. It's a very difficult card to play around. Perhaps the Fetid Pools is just better. I think this pick's close. Soul Slinger's a very good blocker, obviously. Makes Combat Mass very difficult. Also Attackross Skirmisher, but I think it's between these 2. I guess I'll take the Soul Slinger. Have another creature. Okay, we got a Cartouche. We're very pleased to see that. It's making this Illusionary Wrappings less and less likely that we'll play it. So we'll definitely snap off that. We've got an Angler Drake, and there's another Cartouche. Wow, okay. We'll definitely take the Angler Drake here, but lots of good cards there for us. And another Trial of Knowledge. Wow. Okay. How many Trial of Knowledges is too many Trial of Knowledges? Nag Oracle could also be the pick here. Potentially it might just be better than Trial of Knowledge, is it? I guess we'll actually take the Nag Oracle. River Serpent. I have to be careful, we don't want to do too many 6-drops, but this cycles and the Floodwater cycles, so I think I'm okay with taking that. Dune Beetle, I mean, I think River Serpent, 2-drops is important, I always emphasise that in our drafts, but I think River Serpent's enough better than Dune Beetle that we just take it. Oh, another River Serpent. I don't know if we want 2 of them. I think maybe just taking the Evolving Wilds is probably better here for us. Another Evolving Wild. Do we want 2 of them? I guess. Don't know if we play both, but perhaps. This is definitely looking to be a 17 land deck anyway, so. Illusionary Rapids is definitely the card I'm least confident about at the moment. That Naga Oracle Trial of Knowledge pick was definitely an interesting one. I wondered if tabled, and it's definitely a card that could end up making our deck, so we will take that. I'm more likely to play the Wandering Death than the Illusionary Wrappings, I think. Don't think we're going to play Sacred Excavation, but perhaps. Wow. I'm very surprised at this. This is 3 cards I'd happily have in any green deck. Perhaps green was open. I think I might take the full art here. Love me a full art. Okay, we're in pretty good shape so far. Edifice, I guess, is our pick here. I don't think we're splashing for cut. We could do, we've got double evolving wilds, so perhaps cut's an option with the double evolving wilds. I mean, it seems greedy when we have a very good spell in Edifice. I think we'll just take Edifice and stay the course. I know we have double evolving wilds, but I think cut's probably a little bit greedy. I'd rather stay the course, I think, and take Edifice, which is a fine card. Shiverscale Drake cycles, absolutely fits what we want to do. We'll take that here. Another Angler Drake. Oh my goodness. Could take Censor. I think this pick's closer than you realise, given how many 6-drops we have. I'm not sure. Censor cycling is big. I think I'm going to take the Angler Drake. I think I'm prepared to be a little bit greedy. I think this pick's super close. The fact that River Serpent and Flood Wars both cycle. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Angler Drake. That's perhaps a mistake. We shall see with due course. Blighted Bat or Labear of the Heart. Or Shimmerscale Drake. I guess the Drake again, just cycle us towards what we're trying to do. Could take the Secret of Insight here. I'm not sure we'd play it, but maybe. It's a warm body in the correct sort of space. Another Bone Picker. Wow. Okay, well, yeah. Nothing here for us. We'll add a Gustwalker to the sideboard. Wasteland Scorpion we could end up playing. Unburden. I think we're more likely to play Unburden at this point than another Flood War, so we'll take the Unburden. I'm not sure we'll end up playing it. We could get rid of either the Wanderer in Death or the Unburden. I think I'm more likely to get rid of Unburden, I guess. I think Secret of Insight we probably don't play. Ancient Crabble, I don't think we want at this point. Does come up the ground very well. I think we definitely want to get rid of either Wandering Death or Unburden. Definitely a 17 land deck for sure. Interesting draft this. I think Unburden, I think we want to get rid of it. Unburden away those last 2 cards is always the most satisfying feeling. Pitiless Vizier. Might make our deck, you know. We have a lot of cyclers. Maybe this isn't a supernatural stamina deck. Maybe that's just a little bit too aggro. It does basically say counter target opponent combat trick or something like that, which is, you know, is relevant. Let's move these two to the sideboard for just now. We're obviously going to run them both, but let's just try and figure out what we're cutting here. I definitely think we want to cut an Unburden or a Wandering Death. The question is which. I think I'm more inclined to get rid of the Unburden, and the reason being we have a lot of cycling creatures which we can then Wandering Death back to our hand, so I think getting rid of the Unburden is the play there. Pitiless Vizier, is good a card as it is. I feel like we probably have to get rid of one of these 4-drops, and I feel like it might be the Vizier. I have a couple more cuts to make. Probably do have to get rid of like an Angler Drake. As much as I love it, I think it's probably greedy. Perhaps not. We do have a bit of card draw. We do have some acceleration in the Vizier. So maybe Angler Drake's not too bad. We still have one more cut to make, even over above if we cut the Angler Drake. Maybe Crabble. I feel like we really want to run that Angler Drake. I feel like we really want to run this. I do think we need 17 land. We need to be hitting our land drops in this deck. So I do think we need to make another cut if we're going to run both Angler Drakes. Tough build. Maybe Supernatural Stamina's just a little bit cute. We do have Wandering Death to get back the creatures that die anyway. Maybe I do like Winds of Rebuke. Maybe Winds of Rebukes are cut. Maybe this is our deck here. I think this is our deck here. As much as I like Winds of Rebuke, it's a fantastic card. I think this is our cut. Some very difficult cuts to make here. Let's drop these in. This is greedy, running both Angler Drakes, but the fact that the River Serpent and the Floodwaters both cycle means we kind of, we can drop this in here. We can drop this in here, and we have the 2/6 drops. It looks a lot better when you see the curve like that. Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tough build, but I think that's where we want to be. I think we want to add an extra island yet. I think this is our deck. A much different deck to the last one we played. But we have some removal, we have some ways to grind out the game. I think this is our deck, so hopefully you will join me in a moment for round 1.